Hey guys, this is the notes video for scientific notation 8.2c, which is our Unit 2 notes. Okay. How do I convert between standard decimal notation and scientific notation? We're going to fill in the blanks here, do a little calculations, and you'll be on your way for Unit 2. Standard decimal notation is the normal way we see numbers written. Example, 2,310,000, and another example is 0.000973. Scientific notation is a way to express very large and very small numbers. Scientific notation is written as a product of a number greater than or equal to 1 and less than 0 times the power of 10. Here's some examples of what they look like. 2.31 times 6 to 10 to the 6th power equals a very large number. 9.73 times 10 to the negative 4 power equals a very small number. The first factor in scientific notation must, and I think this is already on your paper, be between 1 and 10. That's what we were saying up here. Okay? So the first factor, the first digit, must be between 1 and 10. So let's look at some examples. Here's our example here, and let's see, are all of these written correctly in scientific notation? Why or why not? So the first one, 1.8 times 10 to the 3rd power. Yes, that is correct because the decimal is right here and this number is between 1 and 10. So yes. Because 1.8 is between 1 and 10. Let's look at the second example. Is this one written correctly? No. Because 0.6 is not between 1 and 10. And let's look at the last one, 45 times 10 to the 4th power. Hopefully you think it's no, because 45 isn't between 1 and 10. Okay? Standard decimal notation equals scientific note versus scientific notation. Okay, so to change a standard decimal number to scientific notation, this is how you do it. You draw an arrow so there is one number to the left of the arrow. Put a decimal point at the tip of the arrow. You just created a number between 1 and 10. Count the spaces from the arrow to the original decimal point. This number is your exponent number. It will be positive or negative, depending on which way you moved when you went from arrow to decimal. So if you move to the right, it's going to be positive. If you move to the left, it's going to be negative. Step 3, write in scientific notation by using the number from step 1 with the new decimal instead of the arrow times 10 raised up to the exponent number from step 2. Don't worry, I know this sounds like a lot, but watch me here. All you got to do is, we're going to turn 62,000 into scientific notation. So watch, you're just going to put a decimal right there. And since this is a large number, we know it's going to be positive. And you're just going to count over. You're going to count 1, 2, 3, and you're going to stop here. Because 6.2 is between 1 and 10. 6.2 times 10 to the, let's see how many times we counted. We counted 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 to the 4th power. And you can check that with your calculator and see if it's correct. So let me turn this on. And just put that in your calculator. 6.2 times 10, hit the hat button here, to the 4th power, enter. 62,000. So we know we wrote it correctly. Let's try this one. This isn't a big number, but you can still convert it. Your decimal's here. You're going to move over 1, 2 places. There's your number, because 1.25 is between 1 and 10 times 10 to the 1, 2. We moved over 2 places. So let's put that in the calculator and check it. 1.25 times 10 squared, 125. That works as well. Now we're going to make this little bitty number into scientific notation. Little numbers are like for the circumference of a hair or some type of measurement of a molecule or something like that. So you're going to start where the decimal is. We don't have to create one because there's one right here. And we're going to count this way. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to stop right here, 5. So our number is 8.852 times 10 to the negative 5. Okay? So let's put that in the calculator. 8.852 times 10 to the 5th power. Oh, I forgot to put the negative. 8.852 times 10, so I need to use this and use the negative button, -5, enter. Okay, it has an error on there because there's too many decimals, too many spaces, but we know we did it right because there's our -5. Okay. Yep, we went 5. And this one here, let's see if this works on the calculator. We're going to go over 1, 2. So it's going to be 7.3 times 10 to the negative 2 power. Let's see. 7.3 times 10 negative 2 power. There. So that one did work. This one was too long, so we got an error, but that's okay. So, scientific notation. So this is turning scientific notation number back into a regular number. First, you circle the exponent. Then you move the decimal point left or right the number of times shown by the exponent. So if it's a positive exponent, you're going to move the decimal to the right. And if it's a negative exponent, you're going to move the decimal to the left. You're going to rewrite the number, and you're going to put zeros in the empty spaces. Okay? So for example, we know this is 7.25 times 10 to the 5th power. So that's going to equal, they want you to step 1, circle the exponent. Step 2, move the decimal point left or right the number of times shown by the exponent. So we're going to rewrite the number, 7.25. And we know we're going to go to the right because it's going to be a positive number. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to put these, we're going to fill in the fill in the spaces. So our number is 725,000. Now you can just put this in your calculator and let's see if we get the correct number. Shh. 7.25 times 10 to the 5th power. Yeah, there it is. There's your number. Let's look at the next one. I'm going to go and jump down here because this is also positive. So I'm going to circle that. I'm going to put 6.024 and then I'm going to count to the right 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to add 2 zeros in those spaces and rewrite it as 602,400. Let's check and see if we got it correct. So 6.024 times 10 to the 6th power. There you go. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I caught my error. Because it's 6. This is a 6, not a 5. So we need to go over one more. So that means our number is 6,024,000. Okay? Now let's do the small numbers. So, step 1, circle your exponent. This is -2. So we're going to write this, and we know we're going to go, put your decimal here, we're going to go 2 spaces to the left. 1, 2. So our new number is going to be 0.05. Let's check it. 5 times 10 to the -2 power. 0.05. We got it right. We got one left. 9.06 times 10 to the -4th power. So write your number, 9.06, and circle your exponent. Start at the decimal, and we're going to go to the left. I'm going to move it down here, 9.06. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because we know it's going to be a little number, and a little number has a lot of zeros in front of it. So we know our number is 0.00 let's see, 4 to the left. Okay, so our number should be 0.000906. Let's see if that's correct. 9.06 times 10 negative 4. Enter. Okay, there's an error on that one. But that's what this one would be. You start at the decimal, you're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why I'm showing you by hand and with the calculator, because sometimes the calculator will give you an error. Anyway, that is all we have for the scientific notation notes. I hope you did well on your test, and thank you for putting this stuff in your binder. Thank you for watching.